Have you ever wondered what really happens when we die? Does everything simply come to an end? Or is there something far greater, invisible to our eyes, yet as real as life itself? Today, we are going to dive deep into one of humanity's oldest and most fascinating ideas, that no one truly dies. And perhaps science and spirituality have been saying the very same thing all along, just in different languages.
1. We are energy, and energy never dies. Modern physics, through the first law of thermodynamics, tells us something extraordinary. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change form. Everything that exists in the universe is made of energy. Atoms, stars, sound, light, and us. Our physical body, what we call me, is only a temporary form of condensed energy, vibrating at a denser, more material frequency. But this energy that animates us, that thinks, feels, loves, and dreams, what is it really? Spiritual traditions call it spirit. Science calls it consciousness. But at the deepest level, both are describing the same thing, an intelligent form of energy. Think about it. When you touch another person, what are you really touching? It is not only cells or skin, it is vibration, energy interacting with energy. We are, quite literally, living fields of vibration, constantly resonating with one another.
The body is only an instrument of energy. Imagine your body as a radio. It tunes in to a specific frequency. The frequency of life on Earth, the physical world. But when the radio breaks, the signal does not vanish. The music continues to exist. The receiver simply can no longer capture it. It is the same with the body and the spirit. When the body stops functioning, the energy that once animated it simply shifts its state. It transforms and continues to exist, only now at a different frequency. And here lies the great mystery. Where does that energy go?
Reincarnation and the cycle of energetic evolution. Many spiritual traditions, from Buddhism to Spiritism, from indigenous cultures to the ancient philosophies of Egypt and India, affirm that the soul, or conscious energy, returns to matter many times until it reaches higher levels of vibration and wisdom. Reincarnation is, essentially, the recycling of spiritual energy. Each life is a new opportunity to learn, to evolve, to complete what was left unfinished. If during a lifetime we do not evolve enough, we remain attached to repetitive cycles, returning to similar experiences until we have learned what we needed to learn. Some traditions call this karma, but it can also be understood as the frequency we emit. The energy we send out is the same energy we attract back. If we vibrate fear, pain, or hatred, we remain bound to those energies. But if we vibrate love, compassion, and wisdom, we rise to more subtle frequencies where suffering no longer exists. 4. Life on Earth as an energetic school. Think of life as a school, a kind of cosmic laboratory where energy learns to recognize itself as part of the whole. Every challenge, emotion, mistake, or loss is a lesson in the process of refining the soul. Earth, in this sense, is a dimension of learning, a dense experience, but a necessary one. As long as we are bound to the material vibration, we live in the three-dimensional plane, the 3D world. But as we evolve, we begin to access higher dimensions, such as 4D, 5D, and beyond. Subtle planes of existence where thought instantly manifests reality. At that level, there is no separation between the self and the universe, between creator and creation. There is only pure consciousness.
Modern science is beginning to touch the invisible. Curiously, science is beginning to approach these same ideas. Quantum physics shows that the observer influences what is being observed. This means reality is not something fixed, it is shaped by consciousness itself. Great minds such as Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, and Max Planck already taught that everything is energy and frequency. Einstein once said, "Death is an illusion. Energy cannot die, it only changes form." Tesla stated that if we want to understand the universe, we must think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And Planck, the father of quantum physics, admitted that behind everything we call matter, there exists a conscious and intelligent force. In other words, what spiritual traditions have always called God, spirit, or universal consciousness, modern science is beginning to refer to as the quantum field, zero-point energy, or cosmic consciousness.
The awakening of consciousness. To understand that no one truly dies is more than a belief, it is an awakening. It is the realization that we are eternal students of cosmic energy, that every thought and every emotion shapes our energetic destiny. Living with that awareness changes everything. We begin to value the present moment more deeply, to take better care of what we emit, and to recognize that everything is connected. Because in the end, we are the universe itself, experiencing its own creation. And death is nothing more than a pause between one symphony and the next in the eternal melody of existence. So the next time you look up at the sky and wonder what lies beyond life, remember this: nothing truly ends. Everything transforms, and you are part of that infinite cycle of energy and light.